What do you say, everybody? Aloha. Still stuck on Bob Dylan. This is a great song. I just kind of got into my subconscious. I had to kind of work it out. All credit goes to Ken Middleton. He's got a 15-year-old YouTube video that is great. He doesn't talk you through it, so you have to kind of stare at it for a while to see what he's doing. And I think he's going from C5 to C sus4 to C. So that's open, open, 3, 3 to open, open, 1, 3 to C, open, 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 3. But he, I think, is moving on his fourth beat. So he will do down, down, up, C sus4 for one beat, and then over to C. C for 7 beats. And then hit that C sus4 again for that 8th beat and come back to C5. Something like that. It's a little bit tricky, and we haven't had great success. We're pretty good at moving on the 4th beat, but not great. And so I kind of did this chord chart using his key of C and his chords, but made that C sus4 a nice strong 4 beats, and then C a nice strong 8 beats. What I will do, where there are 8 beats of C, just to break it up a little bit, is I will do a down, down, up on the first 2 beats, and then down, down, up with a C add 9. I'll add a D note on those second 2 beats. So I'll go down, down, up. So it would sound something like this: C5, C sus4, down, down, up. Well, Bob, why didn't you put that in? Well, it would have made it look a lot muddier. It plays just fine without. And you may want to keep practicing with your C sus4. You can do down, down, up. That added D or an added F note is totally arbitrary, so you may want to futz around with that. Or you may want to add that C5 again. By adding a G, you can, mess around with all 3 of those and experiment. I have these ghost, so then it's just A minor for 2 measures, F for a measure, and then the C sus4, C combo that is throughout over and over and over again. I have these ghost 1 measure of C to kind of indicate that I'm belongs to the last measure of C, the previous measure of C. So as you're finishing the intro, that's when you're throwing in I'm saved. So you're finishing this last measure of C. I'm saved and away. So it's not necessary. It's just kind of a guide, a mental tick. It helps me sometimes. Don't know if it'll help you at all or not. It's a condensed chord chart with all 9 verses on 1 page, and so it is very easy without practice. If you want to do this for the first time at an open mic, and that's the first time you ever look at the chart, that would be it might be mildly disastrous, because it's very easy to cross over from the end of the first line down to the beginning of the 3rd line, and then realize that you're on the wrong verse in the wrong section. And I will probably, during the playthrough, I will probably do that, and we'll laugh, and it will become part of the legend. So it's 3 verses. You do 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and then you play the interlude. And he comes in strong on that C5. You're just ending with the word Barcelona at the end of that 3rd verse. Barcelona. I do a flourish strum, thumb strum, harp strum, whatever you want to call it, but I try to give it a nice shot. And same with the C sus4, is I'm just trying to have that interlude separate itself out from what's been happening with the verses. And so the same thing happens, all the same chords, all the same setup. 4/4/4, 5/5/5, 6/6/6. So the trickiest part is just following the jump to the right line on the right verse. And then another interlude with the same chords after the sixth verse. 7/7/7, 8/8/8, 9/9/9, and then the outro is the same as the intro and the interludes, finishing on a C. The only other caveat, I think, is I took some of the phrasing and placement of lyrics. My muse was Nancy Griffith. So if you listen to Bob Dylan, it's going to sound a little bit different. You listen to, who is it, Mandolin Orange, it's going to sound a little bit different. Definitely with almost all of the Dylan songs, how you want to interpret it is totally cool. And that's all I have to say about that. Let's do a little playthrough. To keep it this size so you can see it better, we're going to get to the sixth, at the end of the sixth verse and the interlude, and then we're going to stop and scroll down for 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sailing away, my own true love. Yes, I'm sailing away in the morning. Is there something I can send you from across the sea? From the place where I'll be landing. No, there's nothing you can send me, my own true love. There is nothing I'm wishing to be owning, just to carry yourself back to me unspoiled. From across that lonesome ocean. Oh, but I just thought you might want something fine, made of silver or of golden. Either from the mountains of Madrid or the coast of Barcelona. If I had the stars of the darkest night and the diamonds from the deepest ocean, I'd forsake them all for your sweet kiss. 'Cause that's all I'm wishing to be owning. Well, I might be gone a long, long time, and it's only that I'm asking. Is there something I can send you to remember me by? can you ask me again? Well, it only brings me sorrow, for the same thing I would want today, I would want again tomorrow. Almost crossed over once or twice, but almost got that right. Let's do the interlude and then we'll roll right into the 7th verse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got a letter on a lonesome day. It was from her ship a-sailing, saying I don't know when I'll be coming back again. It depends on how I'm a-feeling. Well, if you, my love, must think that way, then I'm sure your mind is a-roaming, and I know your thoughts are not with me, but with the country where you're going. So take heed of the western winds. Oh, take heed of the stormy weather. And yes, there is something you can send back to me. Spanish boots of Spanish leather. Almost made it all the way through. Everything got just a little bit weary just on that last root. Send back to me. What if you played it that slow? Spanish boots, Spanish leather. You could slow it down.